So we're going to be working on the Bluebird Wanderlodge. We're changing out the headlights. I've already got the low beams changed out here to these are LEDs. I'm going to be doing the high beams today. Here's what we're putting in. This is the low beam. Made in the USA. They're good quality. They got a 5-year warranty, and they look to put out some pretty good light. I'm gonna have to move this thing eventually and get it to where I can adjust the beams on them. These are the high beam units I just got in. And so yeah, my lights coming back from our trip to Pine Mountain were kind of pretty dim, and I was having a lot of trouble. So I decided to upgrade to these and see if it'll help. We'll see. I'm going to try to hopefully see what you guys can see here. So this, if you notice, this is an 84 PT. Somebody's changed these out to the square headlights. So I'll try to set this down here to where see what I'm doing. Camera mounts on my wish list. Yeah, once you see when I get this bezel, you'll see that this used to be round headlights. So converted this to square headlights. You can see the up here and down here. Unfortunately, they cut out a bigger section to put in these squares because I was going to convert it back to round headlights, but there's a bunch of the steel missing, so I wasn't able to. This has 4 screws that hold this trim plate in. If you can see that. Headlight will come right out. Just got a plug in the back. Plug pairings on. I think this headlight is already blown out. These were new. I had just replaced these. These are pretty neat. They come with, you can see that, they come with a little plug in the back that you can unplug. With a seal on it. They're all sealed up. They got one little vent. If you can see that vent up there, yeah. So we're gonna hook this up first, plug this in and get it pushed back. The nice thing about these lights is they don't take up as much room because they're much shallower than the factory bulb, if you can see. So without that plug in the back sticking way out. Back in there, it just sits in there, and then the trim ring goes on. some new stainless screws for these. Someday I think I'm going to get a whole new housing. These housings are starting to fall apart. It's just a plastic housing. So then you can see, once you get that in there, there's adjustment screws. So one on the side that adjusts the left to right angle, and then the one here on top that adjusts the up down angle. Same thing with the low beam. So those adjustments I'll need to make once I can drive it somewhere where I can do those adjustments. You need to you're supposed to pull up to a wall and then back up 25 feet and adjust it. So I need to find some place where I can do that. Nice level surface. But that's what they look like. They're not too bad looking. I was a little concerned about them being not looking good, but I think they'll go well and hopefully be able to see a whole lot better at night. So let's go ahead and we'll do the other one too while we're at it. Whoever converted these originally, they were all messed up. They had the wrong buckets on there. The buckets are specific, and the size of the dimple allows you to put to kind of force you to put these glass bulbs in the proper direction. So they had these buckets all wrong. So I had to change that around. They had broken the glass. If you look at the back of the glass, see one of these is actually thicker than the others. So the bucket's designed for that as well. The bucket is what I'm talking about, is what I'm calling this back housing assembly. You can see also I've had to put tape back there because it cut the back of this housing off in order to clear. There's a heater coil back there for the bus, and so instead of trying to adjust that, they just cut the back of that off. So that's another reason why I want to replace these whole housings eventually. I had to come back and try to reseal them because there was holes here where the old round lights were. Plus the other thing is you see they're cracking. Okay, we'll put the trim ring back on. Turn the trim ring the right way. There's little holes for the adjustment screws. That's it. Let's see what they look like when we turn them on.